What's going on, guys? I want to recap probably the biggest trade that I took today. Opening drive. Now, again, opening drives don't happen every day. Uh, my experience, maybe once, twice a week, that are very, very solid moves. So let's kind of get into it. Coming into the market open today, today's Friday the 1st, what I was looking at was a few things. First thing being, we are below the daily 5 SMA. Okay, so that's going to tell me that price action is a little bit more bearish than bullish. The second is that we are below every linear regression line that I have. The linear regression lines are red on the screen. So this is also telling me price action is weak. So now I've got two things that are kind of matching up with a sell-sided bias coming into the market open. The third thing that I was looking at was the pre-market. So a lot of us call it the London session, right? It's technically for futures market, the London session. If we were just trading stocks and options or equities purely on New York, it would just be considered pre-market. But London session low is what I was looking at, 23,032. You can see we had a low here, we had a low here, and we had this low here. Okay, so we've got three areas that are hanging on to this 23,032. Okay, so all I'm really looking for an opening drive, I've got a lot of confluence telling me that the pressure is down. So if we can get some momentum, I'm willing to bet that if this level is lost, I will put risk on the table and try to make some money. Now, as a disclaimer, does it always work out in our favor? No, of course not. But when it does, it's pretty cool. Okay, so first thing that I'm looking for here, first 5-minute candle off the open, starts to pop up a little bit. It's being held down by the 20 SMA, so good. Everything's rocking and rolling here. And we close that first 5-minute candle below that London session low. Everything looks good to go here. The only thing I need to wait for is a following candle, which is coming about 10 minutes off the open. So let the first 5-minute close, and then that second 5-minute candle that's opening up between minute 5 and minute 10 after the open. You're looking to get into that candle short on the confirmation when that candle is printing. So it kind of starts to spike up a little bit here. It back tests these lows and then starts to push down. Now, depending on how many points you're looking for, if you kind of look at this low price here of that first 5-minute candle, 23,000 even, basically 23,000 and a quarter, the next candle pushes down to 22,975. More than enough room to take profits. More than enough room to take profits on that potential scalp, guys. So with that being said, that was the biggest trade of the day that I took. Now, there was a pretty sweet reversal that played back into VWAP and played right back into that London low. You can see that bounce there from 22,800 all the way back up to 23,032. Very, very good bounce there. But I just want you guys to kind of bring your attention to some of these opening drives, especially if it looks really, really good and you have multiple confluences that match up. Below the daily 5 is a confluence. Below any one of the linear regressions is one. Below a daily 10 is fine. All of those confluences below a previous day low is fine. All of those confluences are really, really good to have. And then it's just all about putting on size where you're going to be able to manage that risk and control the stop loss, and then just letting it ride and letting the numbers do the numbers, guys. Hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Just wanted to highlight that for you guys. So that way maybe you guys can bring your attention to these opening drives next week, and I'll see everyone on the trade floor next week.